بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد, my brothers and sisters, there is a term or a phrase I use, and I call it the FM station that everybody listens to. The FM station that the whole world listens to. And that FM station is WiiFM. WiiFM. Now I use this statement usually to talk about selling. So I say if you're selling a service or a product or whatever to say to anybody, don't talk about the features, talk about the benefits. It may have a lot of features, but talk about the benefits. So say for example you're selling this very complex telephone, and this phone has this feature, that feature, that feature. Don't talk about that, because the truth is that most people you talk to will not understand those features. They don't have many of the features, need some level of technological understanding or technical understanding even for people to understand what you're talking about. But talk to them in terms of the benefit for them. I teach them the same thing when you're talking about, say, an elevator speech. You say, when you introduce somebody, when you're introducing yourself to somebody, don't give them your life history. Don't give them the whole story. Say, oh, I was born here, I lived here, I went to this school, I went to this college, I went to this university, I have this qualification, that qualification. No. Talk to them in terms of what makes sense to them. So, for example, you're sitting on going to your work, commuting in the train. Person sitting next to you looks like a likely person who you would like to, meet and get to know. How do you start? So, for example, ask them, what is your worst nightmare? What is your worst nightmare? What's the thing you fear the most? And if it is somebody who is, say, in the IT world, in the business world, he would say the blue screen. The blue screen is what you see when your computer dies. The blue screen. And you say to them, I can bring back a blue screen to life. Now you have that guy's instant attention, because you are speaking to him about something that is very real to him, and you are giving him a solution to that. So work out for yourself. See in terms of what you do and how you want to present yourself, and say, how would I put this to somebody in a way that makes sense to them? I'm a business consultant. My specialization is in family business consulting. So if I have to do a cold call, first meeting with a business family head, usually it would be the founder. The way I approach them is I ask them, how important is it for you that your business should continue, your name should continue after you're gone? How important is that? So, for example, if the person's name is big, I say, how important is it for you that 200 years from now, 500 years from now, there is a big who is in the chairman's seat where you're sitting now? How important is that for you? Now, it's not necessary that everyone says it's important, because somebody might say, well, not important, because as far as I'm concerned, my idea is to sell this business and get out. And that's a legitimate choice. You want to capitalize on your effort and get out. But for the majority of people, they build a business for it to continue, to be a generational project. They want the business to be handed down from generation to generation. So we say, yes, it's very important for me. And then I say, well, I can show you how to do that. I can show you how to almost guarantee that. Do it the way I teach you to do it, and you can be certain that your business will last long after you're gone. Right? So, do you want to know? I've never had somebody saying no. And it's not because of me, it's because of how I presented that idea to them. In terms of what's in it for them. And that is the channel or the FM station. What's in it for me? WiiFM. Presented in terms of what's in it for me. So somebody comes to you and says, well, can you help me in a fundraising project that I have? I'm raising funds for this project to do this. Ask the question, what's in it for me? Because when you do fundraising, normally, you go to venture capitalists for funds. What do they ask you? What's in it for me? Why should I help you? Same logic. The venture capitalist is putting his hand in his pocket to get the funds for you, whereas you, as the fundraiser, are enabling or encouraging or inspiring other people to put their hand in their pockets to fund that project. So same logic. What's in it for me? Apply this same WiiFM also to decide on your priorities in life. Nobody has unlimited resources. Nobody has unlimited time, nobody has unlimited money, nobody has unlimited energy, no one has unlimited life, no one has unlimited anything. No matter how wealthy you think you are in any of these aspects, it's never enough. It's never something that is unlimited. It has limits. So, what makes sense? To get the biggest bang for the buck. And that is the meaning of prioritization. When you prioritize, you are ensuring that you are getting the biggest bang for the buck, the best benefit that you can get for something, and you get that by prioritizing. And the way to prioritize is, ask this question, what's in it for me? Spend your time and energy on something where you get the maximum benefit from whatever you're doing. And don't waste your time with other things where that benefit is not the maximum. What's in it for me? WiiFM. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to make the right choices, to get the maximum benefit from it. And in that context, the thing to think about is that as a Muslim, we don't think of benefit only in terms of the world, of this life, but we think of real benefit in terms of the akhirah. Now with that in context, when you look at the seerah, of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. When you look at the Hayatul Sahaba, the lives of the companions, you will find that they constantly made this choice. They constantly applied this, what's in it for me, continuously. And that's how they were able to make choices which today seem to be so difficult for us. The choice is not difficult, it's the criterion, it is the framework, it is the the screen on which you are measuring that choice. That screen has changed, and therefore the choice becomes difficult. But if the screen was the akhirah, that choice would be very easy. Very, very easy. Because what's in it for me? In the context of the akhirah means what's in it for me in terms of eternal benefit, not temporary benefit. Choice becomes easy. And that is the point I want to leave you with. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to see the truth as the truth and to see falsehood as falsehood. Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'ah wa arina al-batila batilan warzuqna ijtinabah. O Allah, show us the truth as truth and help us to follow it, and show us falsehood as falsehood and help us to stay away from it. وصلى الله على نبي الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.